Dave Wessels signing with the Rebels after much speculation that perhaps he would go to Munster. Has there been a better news for Australian Rugby this week?
Oh, I mean, I think he'll be huge for the Rebels. You know, and not only just what he brings from the coaching, but I think the rapport that he's got with some of those, well, all these players at the Western Force, and some of which who are still up for contracts. You know, your Dane Halapettis, Adam Coleman's, and those guys. It could be, you know, even more significant for the Rebels, more so than just his coaching, but also who he can bring with him.
He's a really exciting acquisition for the Melbourne Rebels, and you know he'll add an enormous amount of professionalism to that organisation. Plus, I suppose the tail of Western Force players that'll come to that already existing Rebels squad. It's an exciting time for that playing group.
Well, Michael Cheika was quoted this week saying that, and you would imagine that he's had chats to the likes of Adam Coleman and Dane Halapetty about their futures. He says now that he's confident with that appointment that they will stay in Australia because the money on offer overseas, we're led to believe, was huge.
Yeah, for a guy like Adam Coleman in particular, like tall timber, like European clubs chase that and pay huge money. But I think these guys are all pretty loyal to Dave, and the word on the street was that if Dave stayed in Australian Rugby and did go to the Rebels, that they'd probably like to go with him. Now it's just a matter of how many of those guys can we fit into one side, and will the Tars and the Reds and the Brumbies feel like they've been a bit hard done by if up to a dozen Force players go to Melbourne. I don't know how that can happen.
If you were, I'm not going to pick out a name because I'm not sure the personalities involved who might be on the edge as far as selection in Melbourne goes in that squad. But if you were one of those players and this wave of players came in, how would you be feeling about that?
Yeah, well, that'll be addressed. That's Dave's job to try.
No. How would you be feeling about it?
As a player, you basically know that every year you've got someone in your squad can take your spot. That is healthy. So I think it will, you know, inspire you to train hard in the off season. But it's part of professional sport, you know. Like these guys will go there in the off season. It's Dave's job to make sure that those Rebels welcome the Force players in, and they're not Force players anymore. They're Rebels players.